O God, we are grateful to you for having endowed us with the capacity for learning, which we have celebrated on this joyous commencement. Happy families give thanks for seeing their children achieve an important milestone. Send your blessing upon the teachers and administrators who helped prepare them. The graduates now need strength and guidance for the future. Help them to understand that we are not complete with academic knowledge alone. We must each strive to fulfill what you require of us all, to do justly, to love mercy, to walk humbly. We give thanks to you, Lord, for keeping us alive, sustaining us, and allowing us to reach this special happy occasion. Amen. This was the benediction given in 1991. Deborah Weisman was an 8th grade student of Jewish heritage who attended school at Nathan Bishop Middle School in Providence, Rhode Island, and she was going to participate in her graduation ceremony. A rabbi had been invited to give an invocation and benediction during the ceremony by the principal, as was the current practice in the school district. The principal provided the rabbi with 2-page guidelines of the district's expectations for the non-denominational speeches. Deborah's father, Daniel Weisman, objected to the prayers given by the rabbi as a violation of the First Amendment that pertains to the separation of church and state. He petitioned the Rhode Island School District Court for temporary restraining order 4 days prior to the graduation ceremony to stop the prayers, but he was denied. The rabbi delivered both the benediction and invocation, in which he thanked God and also used the term Lord. The issue was then delivered to the United States Supreme Court for a ruling. The main issue here was whether a principal can or should invite a religious leader to lead prayers during a public school graduation ceremony. Previous history that supports the First Amendment is the case of Engel v. Vitale from 1962 that determined that prayer in school runs the risk of coercing students involuntarily, so it is inappropriate and a violation to do so. When the case was argued before the Supreme Court on November 6, 1991, it was held in a 5-4 ruling. The U.S. Supreme Court upheld the ruling from the 1962 case of Engel and Vitale and the First Amendment that church and state need to remain separate. Specifically, in this instance, religious exercises for graduation ceremonies are not permitted from staff nor invited guests. The reasoning behind this was quite simple. The rationale was that the students were going to be forced to listen to religious prayers or speeches during the ceremony or be forced to miss their own graduation, which is considered a milestone to many, even though it is only middle school. Even though the option to remain silent during prayers or to tune out during the speeches is available, to be present at the ceremony could still result in coercion of the students to participate in a religious event, and it is unlawful to do so. The significance of this ruling is that it denotes that prayer of any kind is not permitted at schools or at school events, whether by invited guests or by staff members. This was decided on June 24, 1992.